Hi everybody, welcome back to All of Fabric 3, episode 10 with me, Sid, on the server. It's night time and you can probably hear that all is not well in the starter hovel. I use the word starter hovel loosely. This is no longer a starter hovel. This has become oh, hello. That's weird. This has become definitely a place that we live. So I signed on the other day to this noise, and I've left it quite deliberately. We probably need to just be a little bit... Oh, there's a slime over there. That we'll come back to. Yeah, there's nothing is sacred anymore. We'll come back to that one in a moment. I have been busy. I have done a whole load of work of grinding. But oh, he's despawned. Damn it. Right. For that, I'm going to take it out on the skeleton. Yeah, so I signed on to that horrible noise. Now, obviously, this area is chunk loaded, which means that in the event of a storm, things get unpleasant. So, this it's like shooting pigmen in a barrel. So, yeah, what happened was my piggies got struck by lightning, which is depressing. It's not very depressing, but I have killed most of the pigs in the area, so we're definitely going to have to go and find... Oh, you. A pigoo or two. Now, we're not going to do that now, because if I go and find a pigoo, he is going to be subject to potentially the same problems. So we'll leave the pigoo alone for a moment and we shall do something else. Now, I have got no idea what this is. There is no sound coming from inside it. It says, we must praise the powerful and almighty... Missed you, Big Guy. Now, Big Guy has joined us on the server, and his base is down... I think it's over here, which is not loading in for some reason. But yeah, so he's not a million miles away, but he's over this way. And yeah, I have... Okay, not enough purple. Jacaranda, we've got a tip-toppy hat, a zombie mason's head, and some jacaranda leaves. Thank you. It's always fun when you find things. I am not going to leave this here because I have got plans for over here this episode. Well, I've got plans for quite a lot this episode, but let's just let's not do that. Eat a sandwich, and we'll quickly remove the giant zombie head from our lives. Much as it was a fun thing, but I have plans, and the plans do not include giant zombie heads. Oh, hello. I haven't actually caught Big online, but Big is based in the US, so the time zones are problematic sometimes. And lovely. I suspected it might have been hollow. It's, would be a sensible suspicion. I'm just going to fill those in there. So what else have I been up to? Well, I have been up to a lot. And the first thing we need to do is charge our drill. Now, yeah, we probably do actually need to charge our drill. It's about halfway, so that's probably not a bad idea. In the meantime, we can just quickly drop off. Oh, another zombie, another head for the head museum. Drop those off. What else we got? Oat and oat. Wall and wall goes in. Yeah, that can go in the trash. Yeah, so been busy. What have I been busy? Busy. Oh, we got a charge drill. And yeah, let me just very quickly pop this lot away and I shall be right back with you. Alright, we are back here and obviously we got all this now. I have used a chisel to make this, and now there's a bunch of anvils up there, so we have that. But what I have got is an efficiency 4 fortune 3 book. But I've also got an efficiency 5 book, and somewhere in this lot I've got a fortune 3 book, and the reason for that is I now have some more villagers. However, I did go off and grab some levels so I could take my efficiency 4 acquisition and throw fortune 3 efficiency 5 on it. Why not, after all? Now let me show you what I've done before we carry on, and boing. I can't remember whether they were there. I planted some bamboo. And over in here we have got villagers. They've not been cured or healed or anything yet, but I have got 4 farmer villagers, all of whom are on pumpkin trades. There is melon trades as well for all of these guys, and I have got a villager with mending and a fortune 3 and an efficiency 5 villager, and I've got one that we've not done. Now over here I originally built a vanilla piston based piston observer farm for pumpkins and melons, and we had melons along this section, pumpkins in here, and this was wheat, and the wheat was being used to power this fella here, the biomass generator. I've since dispensed with that. The melons are outgrowing this massive pumpkins, so what I did is I went with the old Farmer Mark 1, a biomass generator and a recycler, and we've basically gone down here, put in a vanilla sorter, and we have got pumpkins and melons. We've also got wheat and wheat seeds from when we had that. Now these 2 bits need to be torn out, but that's fine. And then this thing here pulls the melons out to power it, so it's a self-sustaining pumpkin and melon farm. We do need to, however, get these guys down. Not desperately in a hurry to do that because we've got lots of the stuff. So that's what I've been doing. I've also been mining in the nether, trying to get more netherite stuff. Netherite scraps, is it? I think I can never remember what they're called. And been over to visit various bases and done bits and pieces around the place, and yeah, just generally hung out and had some fun, because it's a server. That's what it's supposed to be all about. In the meantime, I also went on and I have created this. So we got our wooden jetpack and we got the stone, but to make a stone jetpack we need a stone capacitor, and we need 2 stone thrusters, and that will give us a tier 1 jetpack, which is obviously better than the tier 0. However, if we take a silver capacitor and 2 silver thrusters, 1, 2, 3, 4 silver, we should be able to take this to the next level and get a tier 2 silver jetpack, which has got considerably more storage in it, 1.2 million. that this is going to take a while to charge, so we probably need to chuck it some wheat seeds, because that will help. Yeah, and that's now generating a considerable amount of power, but we'll leave you burning. In the meantime, we're going to jump over here and we are going to have a look at our jetpacks, and we're going to see we've got a tier 2 random reward, sorry, a tier 1 and a tier 2 random reward. So you've got tier 3, tier 4, tier 5 and tier 6. Ooh, green apples, some crates of eggs, handy, and some thingies. Okay. Just as a question, I thought I should have had... no, oh no, not Tech Reborn, Industrial Revolution. I've made the rancher and I've made the farmer, sorry. And we need to make a chopper first. Should I make a chopper? Let's make a chopper, because I'd like to get some tree farming going anyway. So we could do a chopper. Maybe a chopper's a good idea. We also probably should do a basic fisher, so we can get to the recycler, and also an improved fisher and all of the other bits and pieces. Let me quickly throw those together and I'll be back in a second. Alright, quick update. We were about to make the basic fisher, and the basic fisher requires something. It requires planks, and planks are made either by taking a plank block, which of course we don't have, or a compressor and compressing sawdust, which we don't have. And to get sawdust, you need a sawmill, which we need to make. To be fair, it's not a bad thing to have to make, because, you know, it will give us extra wood. It just was a bit of an annoyance that I had to make it right now. Right, you need to go in there. You can go in there, and then we need to grab some power cables. Probably going to need more than that. What's that one? Gold plates, and let me do a couple of those. I have got more gold than I can stick out, to be honest. What did I say the middle was? Oh, nickelite. Okay, nickelite. We're not desperate for, but it is a finite resource which is rapidly going down. So from here we are going to bring you round to here. Simple enough. As soon as we've got those, we can make those up. So yeah, it's one of those catch-22. You need this thing to make this thing, and if you don't have this thing, then you can't get to that thing. Which is not the end of the world for this, because, as I say, it's a sawmill. It will give us all the resources. So for example, we'll chuck you in there. We'll chuck you in there. We'll grab 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, whack those in the sawmill, and we'll whack those in there. And I shall borrow, I need to do more of these. We'll borrow a coolant thing just to get that through. Makes a big difference, just one of those. That can go back in there, and we'll do those. That should be enough. Wooden things, there you go. Have those as well. And armed with that, we can make a basic fisher, which means that we should now have that. Now I can go and get the recycler from up here, because that should be empty. And we should be able to place that back. So that should still be a thing too. And if I've got, have I got anything? Pumpkin seeds will go. The not odd number though. Think? I thought they did. Okay, they don't apparently. That was surprising. I just want to check that still works. So the basic fisher is done. I've got the recycler. That should have got me all of those bits if I can find it. Have I got any pumpkins? Yes, let me just take half of those. I don't desperately need to put this in, so, you know, But that'll be that one out of the way, and more importantly, I think our jetpack is charged. So that was that. I think if I jump in here and grab out the... No, that was it. I didn't make the level 2, did I? I went straight onto the level 3. So basic fisher is going to give me a skeletal rod. And a recycler is going to give me a machine block. That's all nice. If I do the chopper, I think I will kind of leave that one and do another one. Let's just do a chopper Mark 1 and we'll leave it at that for now. I am going to stick you in there. Oops. That. And I'm going to leave that in there as well for now. It's not high on my agenda of things. Auto fishing is... yeah. Let me do a chopper. I will pull that together. I don't think there's going to be anything. Turn caps lock off. Bronze plates, golden axes, and level 1 stuff. Okay, back in a sec. Alright, and with that, we should have everything we need for the chopper. Which means we've now got that, so I can go and dig up the farmer at some point. I don't need to do it right away. And go and get that one, but that's going to give me some pineapple pepperoni pizza. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Put that away for now. Take that, and let's go sleep. Actually, it's night time. And I'll be back in a second because I've got yakking out the window. Back in a moment. Alright, I've cleared that. It's got quiet outside. I've cleared that up. We need to make a thing. Now I have managed to repair all of my armor with mending on it, because we obviously got mending last episode, with the simple expedient of mining quartz in the nether, which got me a lot of quartz. Not as much as it would have done had I not waited till this episode to put fortune on my drill, but that's fine. And got that in, but that is not an ideal solution. We also need to have a look how long that jetpack lasts for. I need to cook some stone. I have got somewhere in one of these. I've got 64 of these. I am definitely going to need more than that because I want this one. So we are going to cook 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stacks of this lot. That's my first thing. I'm going to get a whole load of stuff gathered together. We'll cook it and then we'll cook it again and we shall cook it. In fact, go for 9. Now we can make this thing pretty nippy again by just ripping in there and going and popping those 2 coolants in, and that will just bang through those in no time at all. So that's what we're going to do. We are also going to make a fan. Not that one, that one. We are going to make, let me get this right, 6, 12, 24 of these. So I'm going to need 24 iron. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to need 48 redstone. Oops, 1 too far. I'm going to need some cobble and some wood. Let's take that and that. So we can take, well, probably do 2 stacks of those. Get one of those in, do that, and that should make me 24. Perfect. Bang. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let me do that away, and then we can do doing it all wrong. That away, and we can pop those in. Now that should have already cooked that stack, so let's get that lot going, and I'll get these done. I shall be back in a moment. Alright, well, while this stone is cooking, I'll come out here, and this farm that I'm building fits absolutely perfectly in a chunk. So we are going to put this in a chunk, because why not? It's not chunk loaded, it's not claimed. I want it to be available for anybody on the server to come and use. It's stackable, which is an important feature of it, and yeah, I mean, it doesn't fit perfectly in a chunk because obviously the redstone is going to go on the outside, but it does fit pretty well inside a chunk. So let's get rid of the chunk. So that's what we got, and we're going to come down 3 off of this, which of course is going to coincidentally coincided into a old I'm not sure how far this goes actually, I can't remember. Let's have a look. Yeah, it comes around here, doesn't it? Okay, so we'll block all of that off. This is, you know, it doesn't really matter, it's just a thing with a thing. But we're going to take all, oh hello, not that, all of that out. And of course the same on this side. So obviously these are spawning platforms. Well, I say obviously, I assume it's obvious. But yeah, they are spawning platforms. Direwolf shovel there. And all of this will be filled in and yada yada. Let me get out of here. Because A, we're going to need to sleep, and B, I need to reload my cooker because it is set up to. I've kind of gone a bit ghetto with the smeltery, so this should have plenty. And all I've done is I've just set this up with a hopper around the back so I can pile all of that in, and it will do its thing. And all of that will come back out. In the meantime, if I can find the right thing, let's sleep, and then we can continue building this farm. So I'll be back in a second. All right, the bulk of this is now in. We need some glass in here, which is a specialized glass. We need some conveyor belts down there, which will be 12 per side, so 48. I need 48 glass as well. I think I said 48 glass, maybe slightly more. 20, 12, 14, 21, 40, 84 glass actually. But we're also going to need spikes. We're going to need a great many spiky spikes. So I need to get a bunch of glass going, going, and I'm going to need. Let me just double check my my glass recipe for starters. I want the dark glass, which is that one. So it's 8 for 8. That's fine. So if I do if I do 64, 70, 84, I think I said, didn't I? 84, but of course it's going to be an 8, so it's going to have to be 88. Oh, I've just gone and I keep forgetting it does that. So yeah, so I'm going to need to do that again. 10 and 4, but 8, yeah, 8 actually. Let's go and put that into the cookerator. And off that goes, and then pop that in there. So I'm going to need 11 pieces of coal. That will make me glass. Now spikes are fun. So there are stone spikes, iron spikes, which give you regular entity drops, gold spikes, which drop experience, and diamond spikes, which drop experience and player only items. Now I know this 14, 28 plus 12 is 40, and you get 4 per, so I need to do 44. So basically I need to make 44 of those. So I'm going to definitely need a bunch of them. I'm going to need some of that. Actually, I don't think I'm ever going to use this Japanese maple, so let's just do a whole bunch of sticks off of that, shall we? Spikes are... Oh, have I got any cobblestones? Oh, I have. Perfect. Did I say 40? Which was 11 crafts, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not 12, 11. So that should be that. And I should be done out with that without that one. And then we can come in here with you and go bang. That'll give me a whole bunch. And these are simple enough. We'll do these until I've got 44 of them. Now, as I say, I'm not too worried. The bulk of them are going to stay stone because we don't desperately need the drops. But so that will be, how many have I got there? 20. Might as well just do the lot again. Yeah, so we're going to take these, but then 4 of them we are going to, or 1 of them, because we're going to take 1 of those and take it all the way to there, which basically goes iron, gold to diamond. But we'll get these done first. We'll be back in a second. Alright, we have got all the swords, so we're going to take the iron spike and upgrade that to iron. We're going to take 1 of the iron spikes and upgrade that to gold. Oh, no you don't. We're going to take 1 of these and upgrade it to gold. And then you take any of them. It doesn't really matter then. Can we do that? No. Can we do that? Yes. We should still have plenty of stuff, so that's not a problem. I don't need the iron, I don't need the gold, I just need those. I actually don't need the redstone anymore either, do I? So that's an inventory slot's freed up. We've got all of that. That is going to go with those, and we're going to do those. That'll make dark glass, followed by those. And then that glass can go away. Hoppers. Oh, not in there. In there. I need 1 more. So for that, we're going to take you, and we are going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man. My clicking tonight is completely useless. That's 80. I said 84, didn't I? Interesting. How much glass have I got in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Either I miscalculated somewhere, which is very likely, or I miscalculated somewhere, which is still very likely. Right, armed with all of that, and we'll take, for the time being, a gold chest. Gold chest really isn't quite up to snuff. I also want a little bit of that. And we are going to go and head up here. But we're going to go sleep, and then we'll clear out the place, and then I'll be back as soon as I've done that. Well, I forgot one thing, but let's get these in first. So down at this level, we are going to come in here, and we are going to place our chests Maybe we'll do them that way around. Like so. And then we're going to have our hoppers facing into that, like so. And we are going to have our diamond spikes on top of there. And we definitely need to take that out for me to get safely back out of that space. Now, this shouldn't be possible for any mobs to get through there, but what we'll do is we will take that out and just make it so things that I think XP orbs should be able to get through. If they can't, all we need to do is that, and I'm fairly certain they'll be able to get through with that. Now what we'll do is just check we're not dark. We've got obviously stuff going on down here. We need to sort all of that and tidy this up, and that's a fairly big old chest. So next things next, we are going to grab these spikes, and these spikes are going to go on the ceiling all the way around here, because the spiders spawn and of course do what spiders do and climb up the walls and generally be a pain in the backside. So if they climb up the walls, bang, spike in the head, and they suddenly have to reevaluate their life objectives. Now we're not going to put the glass in until I've done the last thing, which is the conveyor belts. I probably should have. Oh, wow! My maths was totally flawed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 3 crafts. But I also need conveyor belts, and I think I said I needed 12, 24, 48 conveyor belts and 10 more spikes. Back in a mo. Would you believe I got stumped there by a single daffodil? Yeah. So that should be 48 regular conveyor belts. I can't see the point. I could go with fast. I don't see the point. So what we are going to do is we're going to start off by let's make sure that we do not manage to run into this pit. Now we can, fortunately, do that. And then this lot comes in here. Nope. I've got my sleeping bag on me. I really don't want to be faffing. Oh, I don't need to worry quite yet. So we got that. The last thing to do, well, one of the last things to do is finish off these spikes. Too many, but that's fine. Then we're going to come in here and start blocking this off with this dark glass, and the entire room will be dark. Which is good. Probably should have a quick snooze. And the final ingredient, once we put the glass on, is going to be something you've probably all spotted in my inventory. I've not been overly, well, let's be honest, I've not been trying to keep it secret. Is these cursed droplets. Now if we go into my pocket crafting table and do 1, 2, 3, 4 and one of those, we get cursed seeds, which we place down there. They will spread into darkness and they will spawn cursed mobs. It's going to take a while, so we'll be back once that's spread a wee bit. But the nice thing is, when cursed mobs have a chance to drop cursed seeds or cursed droplets, which allows me to make more seeds to then spread it onto these 4 platforms. We get 4 platforms all running nicely, doing the thing. And that's the idea, but this is going to take a hot minute, so yeah, I'll be back in a mo. Alright, well, it's working, it is spreading. The spiders are proving somewhat problematic, but they do die eventually. This is very slow going. We're just putting in the bits here, but you know, starting to get drops, and you know, they're dropping experience. So, oh, there's a first witch. So, yeah, definitely working and definitely spreading. All we need to do really now is work out how we want to represent this lot. That can actually be dirt though, that doesn't matter. So, you know, just get the blocks in, mix it up, put a little bit of variety about the place, and we're good. We can even throw in a bit of that if we wish, because it will kind of work. Oops, that didn't work though. And neither did that. There you go. Like I say, I seem to be incapable of clicking on things today. I don't know why, but it is somewhat annoying. Throw in a bit of that, a little bit more of that, and then we can see about what we're going to do down this side. But yeah, definitely working. Some of them are definitely resisting those conveyors. Maybe we should have gone with the faster ones, I don't know. But it doesn't really matter. It's all fun and games. And we can just mix in a little bit of that going on. Actually, maybe not quite so obvious like that, but there you go. Throw a little bit of that in. One of them. Bit of diorite here, andesite even. Can't do much with them from where I am, but I could even use one of those if I wanted. Really doesn't matter. This is all our own design, so you know, doesn't really make much difference. Come down here, obviously we're getting stuff. Oh, and there's our first cursed droplet. So eventually we'll be able to spread it onto the other platforms. As we spread it onto the other platforms, it'll speed up, and all is good. You know, you can see it's already. Now to spread it onto the other platforms, all I need to do is take out, you know, a block here or here. Any of these will do. Quick dab down and then get back in there. more blocks there are, faster it'll go. Let me keep on just hammering this and getting it to spread, and I'm going to go and check my cursed droplets, because I think I have another 2. So once we get another 1 out of the farm, we will be laughing. Yeah, so there's 2. I'll put the rest of the stuff away. I'll be back with you in a moment. Alright, and there is 4 more seeds. Actually, it's not 4 more seeds. This is the last platform's worth. I've already done the other 2. They are growing quite adequately, and because I think so, this one here is virtually, well, it is full, totally cursed. This one over here is almost all. That was the one I just put on earlier, so you know, it's not grown yet. And this one is the one we're going to do now, and what I have found is the best way to do this is, obviously, we break the block. That's the only downside. It is glass, and it's not special glass. Well, I mean, it is special glass. It's just not, you know, special. Oh, that just spread. Excellent. But as you can see, it is growing and spawning quite rapidly. The more cursed blocks, the more spawnage we get, and the more spawnage we get, the more mobs we get. So all good. These guys just go down here. Obviously we've got all this nicely decorated now. Let me get back into this mode. Stand there and just watch it, and you can see they're already coming in again. Miscellaneous odds and sods, a few bits and pieces, but it's pretty quick. But on that note, until next time, we are going to call this an episode. Now, next episode, we are going to do something different. We are going to actually build some pens and some farm infrastructure. So we know, for example, this is mine, that's not there. So if this is my boundary, or at least the start of my boundary, we're going to build some walls, we're going to move around, we're going to get these guys some pens and some protection. Certainly the pigs we'll have to sort out, and we'll get a little bit of building done, and maybe enhance this a little bit as well, because as much as this was supposed to be a starter point, it has rapidly become a home. And yeah, it's we might as well treat it as such. So until next time, oh, village ahead, excellent. Thanks for watching. I will see you soon. Bye for now.